few. These young couples tried to pass the last Taliban checkpoint 4 times, each time beaten back by the militants.
It's just horrible. Everything is dangerous.
It's dangerous.
After running a terrible gauntlet, they made it.
I mean, everyone smiles when they get in here.
Yeah.
There's such relief.
Yes.
Look at you guys. You're so happy. But it's such an emotional change. But is there any part of you that has processed yet leaving your homeland?
We are leaving
I know.
both of them.
But we are
We are
happy
hopeful that we can do something for them if we stay for.
Yeah.
Yes, safe. Mostly financial support for our families, at least.
So you can send money back.
They are part of a generation of young Afghan talent and enterprise fleeing as the Taliban takes over. The emergency evacuation from Afghanistan is spiraling into a deepening and dangerous crisis. More than 5,000 U.S. and allied troops are trying to get thousands more citizens and local partners out of the country. But a slow and chaotic visa program and ill-prepared evacuation plan has caused crowds to rush Kabul's airport, halting flights and overwhelming entry points. At least 12 people are believed to have died in the gunfire and crush. The urgent need to ramp up evacuations was top of mind at the White House today.
Any American who wants to come home, we will get you home. I cannot promise what the final outcome will be, or what it will be, that it will be without risk of loss. But as Commander-in-Chief, I can assure you that I will mobilize every resource necessary.
President Biden also said that flying out Afghans who may be targeted by the Taliban is a top priority.
We're also trying to get out as many NGOs, non-government organizations, women's organizations, et cetera. We're doing all we can. In the meantime, Secretary Blinken and I am going to be working with our allies to see to it that we can bring international pressure on the Taliban. There's going to be harsh conditions, strong conditions we're going to apply, and it will depend on whether they get help based on whether or not how and well they treat women and girls, how they treat their citizens. Meredith Lee of PBS NewsHour.
Why haven't you ordered the military to expand the security perimeter around the Kabul airport? Do you have any plans to do so, given that will likely require more U.S. troops? And are you considering rescue operations to recover Americans and Afghan allies stuck behind Taliban checkpoints?
Yes, to the last question. We're considering every opportunity and every means by which we could get folks to the airport. That's number one. Number two, the reason why we have not gone out and started and set up a perimeter way outside the airport in Kabul is that it's likely to draw an awful lot of unintended consequences in terms of people who, in fact, are not part of the Taliban. We've been in constant contact with the Taliban leadership on the ground in Kabul.
U.S. helicopters have also now ferried out at least 96 Afghans to be evacuated. That marks the first U.S. military flights outside the perimeter of the Kabul airport.
Are you at the gate?
Back at Kabul airport, we get news that 2 prominent Afghan female photographers we know are coming to the gates. Roya Haidari and Fatima Husseini spent 5 days in hiding together before making a break for it to the airport. They call to say they are making their way through terrifying Taliban checkpoints and panicked crowds.
Go down that road. Go down that road. That will take you to the gate, and I'll be there.
They try one gate and can't get through the crush of people, so we rush to meet them at another. The soldiers let us look for them from their watchtower. At dusk, they make it through.
Every media is talking about the Taliban has been changed. How? We both, me and Roya, was like hiding ourselves for 5 days at home. She deactivated her Instagram, me too. We deleted our profile picture.
Oh my God.
You know?
They spot an old friend in the crowd. It's one last chance to embrace each other before everyone scatters. From this place, these new refugees displaced by war are flown out and all over the world. People still waiting for evacuation flights sleep anywhere they can and keep the nighttime chill off their children with whatever they can find. Some children have been separated from their parents, like this baby, handed across the wire with an American passport. In the morning, those who didn't make it the day before will try again. the growing crowds each day show few are dissuaded by the dangers. Desperation leaves most to believe that the only way to escape what America is leaving behind is to leave with it.